Greetings everyone, my name is Michael Matsuda. I'm president and founder of the Martial Arts History Museum. I'm here in the museum itself. I'm here to talk about a couple of things. First, let's talk about the museum and the impact of what a museum has on a community. The museum brings validity to the martial arts, not just validity per style's sake, and I mean validity to the world, that the martial arts is important enough that we have a museum. We are not just a footnote in somebody's life. The martial arts, as it has done for many of you, has changed our lives. It's made us better people, more goal-oriented people, made us a more rounded individual. And I think it's important that we keep that in mind. And the martial arts has an impact on America, and by having a museum, it shows the world that we are organized enough to have a place where people can visit and learn about the history of the martial arts. It tells sponsors such as Coca-Cola or Pepsi or Nike that we are organized enough that we now have a museum. A museum, they say, oh, now we can start looking at them a little more closely, because as you know, I've been in this art for many, many years. Many of you have even longer than me as well. And it's very hard to get ads from Coca-Cola and sponsorships and all them. They don't look to tournaments. We have tournaments all the time and they don't sponsor us. By having a museum, it shows these companies that we are more organized now, and that we have a museum that people can visit from all over the world to the museum. Even though the museum's here in Burbank, we're so close to the airport, half of the people come from out of state and even out of country. So I think it's important enough that this is a time we get behind the museum. We get behind the museum to start investing in the museum and helping it out. The museum here, we are in this permanent location here, but we need to grow. But we can't grow without your support. We have to always raise funds to get lights or a TV in different sections and all that. So we're always doing little fundraising campaigns. But we have so many martial arts schools across the country. In California alone, there are over 13,000 martial arts schools. Now is the time for us to band together, to come together and support a common cause, the Martial Arts History Museum. Now, I've talked about all that to introduce you to the registration campaign. The registration campaign is very simple, brought to us by Andrew Finelli and Art Camacho. The registration campaign asks you to consider, every time you have a newly registered student, most schools charge a registration fee. We're asking for you to consider donating a portion of that registration fee for every new student. Whether it's $5 or $10 or even $100. This way, that money will go to support the museum. It's tax deductible because we are a 501c3 charity. Okay? Also, we'll give you stickers to put on your wall that you're a donator to the museum. We'll send out a certificate, and we'll list you on the website so that people can find you on the museum's website of where your school is located and showing you that you're a supporter of the museum. Now is the time to come on board. So again, we're asking you to consider every time you have a newly registered student to consider donating a portion of those funds to the museum. Your contributions through this will help the museum considerably. It'll help us grow. It'll help us to do more things. And it'll help show the world that what we've done, the history that we've gone through, the many sacrifices that many of us have made to get to this point, to learn the martial arts and to pass it on to all of our students, that we are important enough to have a museum. Not just a small little place, but a nice place where people can come and learn about the history. Wouldn't it be sad if all our icons passed away and nobody remembered them? That's what we're facing. Many of the great historians of the martial arts, many of the icons are slowly fading away and passing away, and their history is being lost. This is a way to preserve that history, not only their history, but your history as well. So please come, join us for our registration campaign. Please email me at mamuseum@gmail.com or contact me through the Martial Arts History Museum's website or Facebook page. So please come and join us and be part of the registration campaign and support the Martial Arts History Museum. Thank you.